What's going on, guys? Ranger Dakoteh here. I'm bringing you a brand new video on Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And I just joined this game that is pretty much over, huh? Anyways, guys, I wanted to tell you about my day yesterday. I had a crazy day yesterday. A lot happened. Some of you might know that my video went up late yesterday, later than normal. And the reason for that is I came home from work, I recorded it, I edited it, and I set it to render. And I got the call that my tires are in and that I need to go get the tires on my wheels and on my car. I let the video render. I didn't think it would take that long, but it ended up taking quite a while. I texted Zach and I was like, yeah, you want to go to Kaufman with me and like you can record? He was recording a video for it and everything. And we went, and I don't want to get too deep into the tire part because I'm going to make a video about my tires later explaining everything. But the gist of it is the tires were too big. The front right tire was rubbing like crazy, so we ended up taking the tires off and we called Kaufman back and they're gonna hook us up with some new tires eventually. So that's gonna happen, no worries, it'll be okay. So me and Zach were waiting at Kaufman Tire and we went outside. I mean, we were there for, I don't know, almost 2 hours, probably 2 hours. And we went outside to vape, you know, representing Flawless Juice. Let's go. We went outside to vape. And we were just chilling, right? We were just chilling on the sidewalk. I mean, there's a road and everything right there. All of a sudden, you hear a horn. Just somebody lay on the horn. And I look over, and there is a Civic. There's a black Civic turning left. I mean, keep in mind, this is 5 o'clock traffic. It's rush hour. And there's a Civic turning left right in front of a Ford Edge going straight, and they nailed, dude. Like it was bad. It was really bad. I'm sure most of you know that watched my video that I was in a car wreck, and it pretty much played out like that. Somebody turned left on a blinking yellow light at a red light. This is fucking stupid. I'm getting like mauled this fucking game. Somebody turned left at a red light and I was going straight. I nailed them, you know? I mean, there's nothing you can do in that situation when somebody turns out in front of you. When you're already going the speed limit, you have the right of way, you know, there's not really much you can do. I'm not trying to take anything away from the lady that was in the Civic. She probably did not see them. It was real rough traffic. From what I heard, somebody signaled her to come across, and I just, you know, I mean, she's gonna be faulted for it, but I don't think it was entirely her fault, to be honest. But either way, me and Zach, we ran over because it was a bad crash, man. Like we really weren't sure what to do at first. Like a couple other cars stopped too, but at first nobody was getting out of the car, and you could hear a little kid like screaming and crying, and that was probably the scariest part of everything. Is that there was it looked like she was about 5. Like there was probably a 5-year-old girl in the car that was going straight in the Ford Edge. Dude, this is fucking ridiculous. That's probably the scariest part, that there was a little girl involved in it. Dude, does everybody fucking try hard in Black Ops 2 now? Like, what the fuck is going on, dude? This is fucking ridiculous, dude. This is fucking ridiculous. This is a mix of a serious story and fucking rage, because I'm getting hella pissed right now. The dad jumped out of the edge and got his... Fuck! The dad jumped out of his Ford Edge and got his daughter out of the back seat. They seemed to be perfectly fine. They seemed okay. I mean, obviously the girl was screaming and crying. She was scared. I mean, it's completely understandable. But they seemed okay. They were fine. Both of them, the dad and the daughter. But for a second, the lady in the Civic, like, nobody got out of the Civic for a second. So, I mean, it was a little sketchy. A few other people went over to check on the lady with this. Dude, this is fucking ridiculous! A few other people went over to check on the lady in the Civic. She was really shooken up by the crash, it seemed like. Dude, I'm trying to make a fucking serious video right here, dude. God damn! I'm 3 and 19, dude. What the fuck? She was really shooken up by the crash. Look at this fucking kid! Look at this! What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Took a while to get out of the car, but a few people helped her out of the car. The cops were called. Luckily, there's a fire station right where it happened. I overheard them saying that she should be okay. So it's good that everyone is okay, but still, just a situation like that is super scary. I was straight shaking. I was literally shaking like crazy because that same thing happened to me. Somebody turned left right in front of me, and I ran right into him. And granted, my crash, we were going a little bit faster, and I got pushed over a curb into an electrical box and a Wendy's sign. So it was a little worse, but it was still a bad crash, like a really bad crash nonetheless, what we saw. I was literally shaking, like having flashbacks. It it was not fun, man. And I like not fun for me, so you know it's not fun for the people that are actually involved. It's just it's always a shitty situation when something like that happens. There's really not much you can do. It can happen to anyone at any point in time. I have friends that get in my car and they don't put on their seatbelt or anything. They don't give a fuck, you know? It's just, you gotta always wear your seatbelt. You gotta always like be safe, because it can happen at any moment. I was going fishing when I got into my wreck. Dude, I hate this fucking kid with his goddamn silent scar. They all have silent scars. If any of you guys have been in a wreck that bad, or just a wreck in general, you should know it's just not a fun situation. It's a real shitty situation. Physically, you can get really hurt or even die, and emotionally it's traumatizing. It really is. And I know, dude, I get a fucking hit marker and then I die every fucking time, dude. But it's a really traumatizing situation, and I just, moral of the fucking story, wear your seatbelt, because anything can happen at any time, and it's super scary and it's super dangerous. I was really trying to make a serious video here, but my rage just, this fucking game, dude, it's just, wear your seatbelt, be safe, anything can happen. And I went 5 and 26, because fuck these kids. So everybody be safe out there, and this has been Ranger Dakota. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.